Looking at the macro grid on a 7-hour time frame, we have a excellent example of a growth fractal right here that began to rally. Okay, the trend up. You've got the top here, and you have the bottom here. Now, in the meantime, as the market rallied, we don't know how far until another clear fractal appeared right here. Now, we've been watching the fractal practically all day on Friday. Unfortunately, we had it spiking up and down, up and down, up and down, but finally at the close, it kind of resolved itself. So, what's going to happen on Sunday? We have a decaying fractal right here. All right. So what you do, you put your stop here. All right. And the bottom is right here. All right. Now, if we go above the fractal here, it'll go higher. At the point now, I doubt that. Okay. We break 4,900, the trend will be down. We have about a 10-point risk. I would begin with one contract. And when you break 4,900, you can add. All right. We have a complete bottom here. Okay. And that would be an initial target. And we have a top here. All right. I would think 48.20 would be a good point to fall down into. Again, we have a growth fractal here. I'll denote that as a G. Okay. That's your growth fractal. Now, you'll find the growth fractal, again, on all time frames on all market. And what we have here is a decaying fractal right here. We'll put a D there. All right. Now, for people who are looking for the fractals, it takes a little time. What you need to do is follow the fractal here. Very typical. You have a little bump down, a larger bump down, and then that big bump down. Okay, that denotes a complete fractal. Here, we have a little bump up, equal leg, equal leg. That's the top of the fractal. All right. I guess we have some new arrows here. So what's going to happen, I believe, the market will fall from this point all the way down. It keeps changing the format of the software here. But the point being, on Sunday, we're going to have, I believe, a big tumble here. Again, the top right here and the bottom here. A good confirmation would be a good break here. Of course, we're going to gyrate quite a bit. Fractals don't move in a straight line, but the trend will definitely be down. A growth fractal, that's the bottom, and a decaying fractal, that's the bottom. That's how you do your market timing. You're looking at a picture. Okay. So you can save the chart for Sunday. And now, if we gap up, you can't do anything. All right, you have to stand aside. Now, if we gap down, okay, probably be wise to wait for a little um, a correction up and then enter. Or you can enter right here at a 10-point risk. Begin with one contract. Again, begin with one contract. When you break, you can add more contracts. Don't begin with 5, 10, or 20 contracts. Okay? Like you got a nice top here, and you have a nice bottom here. And I think we're going to have, if you look at the smaller time frames, you may be able to find a suitable entry point. But right now, I'm offering the big picture for uh, we're on a 90-day, 7-hour chart. We're looking going out a couple of weeks here. This will probably continue to fall. How far, we don't know until another fractal appears. Okay, but right now we have two completed fractals: a growth fractal and a decaying fractal. So that's the big picture for Sunday. And I'll keep looking for additional entry points here. But on a 10-point risk, I think it'd be worth doing the trade, provided you know how to manage your stop. But the trend is definitely down at this point on Saturday. Okay. And we found the 7-hour fractal going from the 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4, 5, 6, 7, daily, weekly, monthly. Okay, on a macro grid, on a micro grid, you go from a minute to about 5 hours, and you have to keep swinging between the time frames in order to find a fractal. And we found two of them here, a growth fractal and a decaying fractal. Okay, so um, I would put this as a recommendation here. But again, you have to be careful about the gap. Okay. If there's any gaps, you're going to have to wait until you enter the trade. All right. It's going to spike around quite a bit here, but this looks pretty darn good here. Okay. Hank Wernicke, Saturday morning here. And if we find anything, go to Neil's channel. He'll point out the smaller frequencies for a good entry point, and maybe we could probably have a possibly good trade coming here Sunday, Monday. It took a little time for this fractal to evolve, but at the end, at the close on Friday, it did confirm the top. It's very typical, and the bottom here is very typical. So Sunday and Monday is very bearish. Hank Wernicke signing off.